What's poppin', everybody?
Can you guys hear me? Oh,
Sorry, I'm checking something.
okay. I can hear me.
I can't hear me.
Guys, this one's a John Free episode.
Oh no, did you leave my mic off?
Guys, this one's a John Free episode. Let's see if we can do some.
Hard nuts.
Is your thing on?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Guys, please hold. Okay, hold on.
Mic muted.
No. Try it now.
Hello. Oh, there it is. Did you leave my mic muted?
I didn't leave your mic muted. What happened was Streamlabs loves to see me struggle and be mad and upset. So sometimes it usually happens with my microphone where it doesn't pick up because it automatically resets my microphone to default and not like Blue Yeti. That's what it did for yours. But then when I went to change it, it didn't show your microphone as an option, so I had to wait. So they hate to see us thriving and doing well.
That's that's the man keeping us down.
It's the Streamlabs man.
Yeah.
Keeping his thumb on
the neck.
Neck? Boot?
His thumb on my neck. His boot on my head. Jesus Christ.
Guys, oh boy. Welcome to...
I was going to say, well, hello everyone. Welcome to another edition of Pre-Per-View. I'm John.
I'm Kendra.
And this is our WWE-centric live stream. We're going to be talking all things Backlash today. We're going to be making predictions on this very short card.
Very short card. We have 5 matches that we're talking about.
So if we've got plenty of time. So if you want to throw your thoughts and feelings into the mix, into the chat, please. We're looking on both TikTok and Twitch right now. So join in on the fun, please. Yeah. We implore you.
Yeah. I feel like this leading up to Backlash has been like the least connected in wrestling I've been in a long time.
Me too.
Because John he's opening night of his show is tonight. So he's been in rehearsals for the last month.
Yeah.
And we usually watch all wrestling stuff together. So with you not sitting next to me, so it's obvious why you wouldn't be so much in the loop because you were trying to play catch up after rehearsals, basically trying to watch everything.
Yeah, I get home, especially these last like week and a half. I've been getting home after 11, so I'm like very sleepily eating dinner and trying to watch. I've been trying to watch Monday Night Raw all week.
You like watch the intro, and then like you have to wake up for school at like 5:30. So so that makes sense. And when you're not there, turns out I don't pay attention very well. Yeah. So I've just been like scrolling on my phone and doing other stuff. So
listening to wrestling.
We need your help more than ever to help guide us in our predictions. Because that's what we're going to do today. We're going to give out some predictions on the card and talk about possible future storylines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very short Backlash. Blacklash. That's my Backlash. Every year's Blacklash for me. Sorry, that was so stupid. As I was saying it, I had to take a pause. But yeah, should we just get started? These are in no particular order. This is just what WWE listed on their website. It's never accurate.
I think we can assume the main event.
Hi, Taekwon. Yes, we can probably assume the main event. Maybe. Sometimes I'm wrong in that. So,
all 5 main events.
Yeah, actually, all 5 matches are main events. So, let's just get started then.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio versus Penta. Now, this should be the main event. It won't be.
It should be.
It won't be, but it should be. Taekwon's making bread pudding.
That's cool.
Backlash bread pudding. I love that.
Oh.
I forgot you like to cook and bake and such.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. We love a good hobby.
I love when men have hobbies because they need them so desperately.
They're healthy.
Have you graduated, Taekwon? Sorry, we haven't checked in a long time. And I can't remember how old you are. So let us know. Anyway, Dominic Mysterio versus Penta. I think this is going to be... Dominic Mysterio is obviously like one of the best lucha wrestlers ever.
Hey,
and
you
then
know what?
Penta's there.
There was one Mysterio on the WrestleMania card. There's one Mysterio on the Backlash card.
Well,
Of the only the 5 matches we have, there's a Mysterio holding down the name, holding down the game.
yeah. Well,
That should be.
I don't know if the WrestleMania card can really be used for anything because there were supposed to be 2 Mysterios.
Well, hey, one of them wasn't brittle
Blew
and
his knee
didn't
out or
get
whatever.
injured.
Close to graduating, 20 credits remain, and I'm 21. 20 credits remain, girl. That ain't close. No offense.
Hey, the other comment, nice.
Well, I guess, how many credits do you take in a special? You know what? Whatever. See, I don't remember these things anymore.
Nice.
But we're proud of you, Taekwon, for continuing through it. Good for you. The second thing, you know, again, I love when men have hobbies. Don't, as long as no one's getting hurt, I don't care what they are. Good for you.
But yeah, I mean, so excited for Dominic and Penta to have a match, to be on the card. Penta's killing the game, obviously, but just the Dirty Dom love. I love it. You love to see it.
I love seeing Dominic Mysterio in such a big match. It's been a long time coming because he's been putting in the work. Say what you want about him. Mm-hmm. He puts in the work. So, yeah, I think this is going to be probably one of my favorite matches of the night.
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to be really fun. I also think there's a lot of opportunity, obviously, for interference and for people getting involved.
Finn finally being ousted from the Judgment Day, possibly.
Maybe.
Though they do like, as much as I love the Judgment Day, and sing their praises all the time, I do feel like whenever we have hints of, someone breaking off, they really like to drag that along, for a good while.
I did see backstage during, who knows which show it was, Finn was talking to Roxanne Perez. Oh. Very interesting. So, I don't know how that plays into things. Like, would he try to bring Roxanne in and then be pushed out? Because he was giving Dom all this shit about bringing in new members.
Oh, man.
And that's a threat to Liv.
I was going to say, because she could totally replace Liv.
Easily. No offense to Liv. But, like...
Hey, listen, I've come around. I definitely like Liv Morgan a lot more than I did a year ago. So, but, I mean, if you're giving me Liv or Roxanne Perez, I'm taking the Prodigy every time.
Well, I mean, it's your namesake, so...
We're keeping the Perez name strong over here.
So that's just like an interesting side thing to think of. Taekwon thinks that Dominic is going to win and thinks that El Grande Americano is going to cost Penta.
Well, Chad Gable's not on the card, so... What
does he have to do with anything?
Listen, I mean, I either want Chad Gable on every card, but if not, I will gladly take El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
And with all this lucha love we're getting recently...
Sorry, I keep snorting into the microphone, and that's fucking gross. It's apple pie bread pudding, by the way. How American. How American of you. I've never had bread pudding. I feel like I would like it.
I like bread pudding.
I feel like I would like it.
Bread pudding's pretty good. And apple pie bread pudding sounds
good.
Sounds fascinating.
18 credits over the summer, 1 class in the fall. Fair enough, Taekwon, you got me there. That is very close. So, like, December graduation. I think people who graduate in December are pretty cool.
Hey.
You graduated in December.
That was me, baby.
Yeah. I don't know. It just feels more special that way.
Yeah.
They're
the holidays.
They're smaller ceremonies. It's not so fucking hot outside. So when you're in that, I was walking down in the May heat. Sorry guys for this tangent. I walked.
Happy graduation to all.
Happy graduation. I walked from my dorm to the convention center in my heels, wearing my stupid dress and my stupid gown. It was fucking hot and my feet hurt. And I was all gross by the time I got there.
My graduation was pretty chill. It was indoors. They had two walkways so that they were just cranking us out of there.
Quick.
It was December
in
Pensacola, so it was nice and chilly.
Nice. Yeah. So good on you, Taekwon. You planned it well. Anyway, anything else to say about Dominic versus Penta? I feel like I agree. I think Dom's going to retain. I feel like it's way too early to do anything else but that.
I'm excited for Dom. Like, I feel like now that people are like actively cheering for him, not just online, but also in real life. I don't know. I'm just so excited to see. I hope that we continue. I know they're still doing the whole like, well, he hasn't had a match as a champion, I don't think.
I don't think so. I haven't been paying
But
attention.
I know that, his whole thing was, running away from people. So I'm interested to see when we finally get to the point where we're like letting him like actually go off so we can see what he's really about,
Let's see it for real.
Right.
Cody Burris is ready for tonight's show. Us too. Actually, we don't get to watch it live because of John's show, but
yeah, so I am an actor. I'm opening up a musical tonight. So we won't be actually watching live.
Yeah, so that's okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
But thanks for joining us, Cody. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Cody. You see how Dom earned my love and not Jay. You hate Jay. But yeah, love to see Dominic Mysterio on any card. And 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go for him. Love him. All right.
Pluggo over on TikTok. Thank you for the love there. Appreciate you.
Oh yeah, thank you. Shall we continue on? Anyone else have anything to say? Can anyone hear the washer and dryer going in the background?
Oh my gosh.
Please let us know, because I can hear it.
Yeah, drop your thoughts and comments and feelings and theories.
Yeah. All right, let's move it along.
Let's do it.
The next one. Oh man, it's like I don't even know if I want to talk about this one next.
Let's do it.
The United States champion Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight versus Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a fatal 4-way match. Hell yeah. We kind of knew that you knew this one was coming, I think.
Yeah.
I think you called it.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
This is
unfair.
This is a stacked match. Like, I mean, if anything's going to rival Dom and Penta, this is a close second for me.
Yeah, this is gonna be fucking crazy.
Could you imagine if fucking Bronson Reed never got injured and we'd have a fatal 5-way?
No.
Just all these meaty men slapping meat.
If he didn't get injured at Elimination Chamber or whatever the fuck that was,
he'd be world heavyweight champion.
No, he would be injured in this match for sure. Hi, Kyo. Okay.
Man, I miss Bronson Reed. Can we talk about Bronson Reed for a second?
Bronson Reed was so like on the way up. Like he was in such a good position, and then he shattered both of his ankles at once. Fuck, like that sucks.
He did that shit for the love of the game.
Yeah, God.
He jumped off. That giant man should not have been jumping off that.
No,
that
he
cage.
shouldn't have. Ankles first.
But he did that for us.
And he did that for us, and it was great. And because I didn't know he shattered his ankle on Impact until later.
But I could see. I know we're getting ahead of ourselves. Happened at
War
War
Games.
Games. Yeah.
That's what it was.
But I could see. Maybe down the line, do you think if Solo turns on Jacob, he gets his new enforcer? Bronson fucking Reed?
Maybe.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty fucking cool. Anyway, that's how we're talking about. We're talking about this match.
Yes.
Okay. I think, I'm going to start with my prediction. I think Jacob retains.
Okay. Clean?
I think the rest of the boys are going to be too preoccupied with each other.
There is history amongst.
Damian got in Drew's way, and I'm a Damian Priest guy. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But Damian got in Drew's way again. I'm also a Drew guy. This is a very tough match for me.
Yeah.
WrestleMania was also tough for me. So I could see them, but also Damian Priest is pissing everybody off because him and LA Knight have also recently been at each other's throats. So I don't know. I think the boys are too preoccupied with this one.
I don't know about Solo though. Solo looked at his title.
One could argue that Solo's the reason it became a fatal 4-way.
Yeah, I think that's a good argument. I just feel like it's unfair to Jacob Fatu.
Why?
It's just so many of them, and he's just one guy.
I don't think he's worried about it.
He is fucking crazy. He's someone who I'm scared when I watch him wrestle.
Yeah.
There are a few people like that. Like, it didn't used to be the case, but JD McDonough should not be back. JD McDonough should not be back. And every time he's on the screen, it hurts me. You know when you feel like phantom pain, like in your your side
You're feeling
body?
his phantom pain?
I don't feel it in my ribs. I feel it in my sides, and just like, ooh, like I don't like watching him wrestle. So he scares me. Jacob Fatu, at like any moment, I'm like, he's gonna snap someone's neck.
Yeah. I don't know.
Last night.
But last night. Oh, you're talking about he looked at his title last night? Yeah. I think when they were talking.
I missed it.
And Jacob was spitting all over
Oh,
Solo.
Gross. Yeah. Yeah. I look away. When the spit starts flying, I avert my gaze.
I don't know. I mean, could I see them really pushing this story between Solo and Jacob and Solo costing him the title? Sure. I think it's a bit soon for that.
I do feel like it's early. I feel like we need to lay more groundwork on the instability before we do, because that would be huge. I think
we need more of the crew back. I think we need Tama Tonga. We definitely need Tongaloa back. ASAP.
Where's Tongaloa?
Tongaloa, Money in the Bank winner, Royal Rumble winner, Elimination Chamber winner.
Yeah.
Both Rumbles.
Tongaloa Grand Slam champion. Come on.
In 1 year.
But yeah, I don't know, because that's a huge move. Because if I remember, who joined Solo first? Oh, it was Tama, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
His MFT.
Yeah.
Still never learned what that meant.
Motherfucking
Tama. Oh.
Well, I think either works, but still, like that's a big break. Like think of how long it took to get the original bloodline to shatter.
Right.
Years. So I don't know. I feel like it's too soon for all that,
right.
But I do want to agree that Jacob retains. I feel like there's more in that storyline continuing, and I do like the idea of the rest of them fucking themselves over by getting too distracted by the others. But yeah.
I mean, I'd be happy with any one of them. I'd be happy with any outcome, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
I like LA Knight as a champ, so you know, I mean, I like LA Knight in general, but like I like him as a champ. I'm never gonna be upset about seeing Drew or Damian dripped in gold.
Yeah.
Though, I think this is a good look for Jacob, and I think we're still laying the groundwork for both Drew and Damian to be like world title contenders. So you know, I mean, that's going far beyond the actual storyline here, but yeah, no, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going Jacob Fatu.
Okay.
Yeah, Ramin.
Maybe SummerSlam Solo takes on Jacob. That'd be big.
That'd be a huge match.
That's big four.
For that 2-night SummerSlam we're getting.
Oh fuck, I forgot. It's 2 nights this year?
Yeah.
Okay. That was announced last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the one in Cincinnati was announced last year, but this year is a 2-night one as well. In fucking Jersey.
Oh my god. 2 nights in New Jersey.
Get crazy, get loud.
Oh, with
Cardi
B?
Cardi, yeah.
What? You know what? We'll during that pre-preview, we'll talk about what the fuck Cardi B hosting anything looks like, because I can't imagine it.
We might have to. I think we've only ever done one pre-preview post show.
Yeah, it was called post preview, and it was a SummerSlam.
And it was a SummerSlam.
The first SummerSlam we watched, and now thinking of the opinions that we gave on that, incredibly incorrect. Like, I don't agree with any of that stuff anymore.
Well, we didn't know. We didn't know.
It was our first one.
So, anyway,
let's move it along.
Let's do it.
If any of you have your predictions for this match you didn't get to say, share with the group. Let us know. We're going Jacob retains, but we hope everyone has fun.
We hope they all have a great time.
All right, next, let's talk about the weirdest match that we have today. Tonight, Pat McAfee versus Gunther. Like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe, as we were setting it up, I was like, they're not going to do this.
Well, I was hoping that we'd have Michael Cole versus Gunther.
Okay, well, that's obviously not going to happen.
But
I'm a little bit worried about Cody Rhodes right now.
Why?
How so? He's fine. He gets the night off. But yeah, I can't. It's very interesting. Is this like, does Pat McAfee want to do this, or is this a vehicle to get Pat McAfee out of the WWE for an extended restful period of time?
I think both.
I guess it is pretty cool, and he does talk about how he's like loved wrestling his whole life. But this is like it's one thing to join a Royal Rumble, a one-on-one match with someone like Gunn.
It's one thing to have fucking a match with, and hey, no tea, no shade. I feel like there's a big difference between Austin Theory and Gunther.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this one I'm like, Pat, you're getting hurt. Soto 619, welcome, brother.
Is Oldberg showing up? Don't say
no
that.
No fucking way.
Don't say that. Don't threaten me with that.
I forgot about that. Well, he might. If Goldberg is there in the audience, he's gonna spear Gunn and give Pat McAfee the win.
And then go away.
And then fuck off. Well, and it's gonna set up Goldberg's final match, which will probably be with Gunther, because they were setting that up last year.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I could see it.
Yeah, that's what I was
Goldberg
just saying.
That's Pat win. Oh.
That's what I was just saying, Soto.
Yeah, because there's realistically, like, for this to not be a squash.
Yeah.
There'd have to be some kind of outside interference.
Right. I also forgot about. My apologies. I did forget about Pat McAfee's match with Adam Cole, baby, in NXT.
And how did that go? Did he do well? Did he win?
Couldn't tell you. That's a Taekwondo question.
Did he win? Did he do well?
Goldberg versus Gunther is coming. Don't threaten me with a good time.
No, that's a fucking threat.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether we want it
or we don't. Listen, Goldberg just rubs me the wrong way. I don't like him. I like his intro and I like his chant. But him as a person, I don't like him. He did well but lost. Okay. If you are saying he did well, that carries some weight because you're fucking mean to everyone.
I like the few times we've seen Pat in the ring.
Yeah, I guess it's just like it was just such small moments that were part of like bigger things that
he lost against Vince McMahon. Do you remember that?
No.
Where he had that match immediately after his match with Austin Theory.
Oh my! I vaguely remember.
At WrestleMania 38.
Oh man.
At least his time is coming to an end, which should have ended long ago.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Listen, let me tell you something about Bill Goldberg.
Sorry, I got a cat trying to.
My favorite wrestler. You know, it shouldn't be. It should not. You know what I'm going to say. His last match should be
Goldberg versus Goldust.
No, though I would love that. Goldberg, Tongaloa, Hell in a Cell.
No.
Hell in a Cell TLC match.
Oh God, sorry guys. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Been cleaning.
Gunther will carry that match against Goldberg for sure.
Yeah.
I think Gunther. That's the good thing about him. He seems like such a team player and just like. I feel like a match against, let's face it, a commentator could seem like, and I know they used to do this sort of thing back in the day just so that we can watch the commentator get beat to hell, but I don't think that's what this match is going to be. I think there'll be some, I think Gunther's going to make Pat look good here.
Yeah.
I like I missed it on Raw, but I like the recap where the storyline seems to be pushing like Gunther's going soft and this being what brings like the IC championship reign Gunther back.
The real Gun.
Not this guy who's full of himself and doesn't take anyone seriously, and that's why he keeps losing. Listen, I'm on your side, Gun.
Not our words.
Please. But I think he's gonna make Pat look good. And if he has that match with Goldberg, I do think he's gonna make Goldberg look good. I'm surprised that match isn't that
Saturday night main event in 2 weeks, since that's more casual viewers.
Well, we'll see.
It does feel kind of like a Saturday night main event match.
Which one?
This one.
This match?
Yeah. Well, it does from the perspective of like nothing comes of it.
Yeah.
But if they do decide to do something like you're saying, like having Goldberg come back and interfere, then yeah, I understand putting it in like a more canon, I guess, event. Because Saturday night main events, listen, maybe in the future they'll be different. To me, they feel like fan fiction. Like they feel like side quests that don't have anything to do with whatever we're doing. So
yeah,
at least for now.
They're fun.
They're
but
fun.
They're kind of like, we've said it before. They're like televised house matches.
Yeah.
Which is, again, listen, that's the most fun we've ever had.
Yeah.
Going to a show.
But so I get why it feels like that.
Yeah. But overall, now I don't know. The thought of Goldberg showing up really does change things for me.
I'm gonna say that nobody wins.
You think
whatever that means, if there's interference and a disqualification, I don't think anyone wins. If Pat McAfee gets beaten to a pulp and has to leave on a stretcher.
I still think, I think this is also a way to get him out of there.
But it's just it doesn't make sense timeline-wise because there's no football right now. Unless he's trying to do more of those like shows, those live shows he was doing. They're not on cable. It's to get new viewers on board. That's why Saturday Night Main Event is getting Jay versus Logan.
Is it technically broadcast? Because it's on NBC, right? I don't know how TV works.
Yeah, is it on like Peacock?
It is on Peacock. Well, that's how we watch it. But
I thought it was like televised, like on cable, on Fox stations.
No, it's NBC.
NBC stations.
Well, it might be on NBC proper, but it's not.
I don't know. We don't have cable.
NBC isn't cable TV. Yeah, we don't have cable, so we don't.
NBC isn't cable?
It's broadcast, I think.
What's the difference? Okay. I don't know the difference.
Well, that's why we can't watch NXT. That's why we don't watch NXT, because we don't have
cable.
Correct.
We don't have that channel.
We don't have broadcast. We have that. Yeah. What? It's because NXT is on the CW.
What's
and
cable?
That's not. Listen, I don't know.
We obviously don't know. We're talking out of our asses. Listen, if this
I don't fucking know.
If this proves anything, it's that we're still young at heart, baby, because we don't know what the fuck cable is. We're streaming stuff. That's how we know.
All I know is it on TV or not?
Broadcast is antenna.
Cable is subscription. So like the big ones, like your ABC, NBC.
That's cable.
No, that's broadcast.
But isn't broadcast free? Wouldn't any TV pick that up?
Not if you're only using cable.
Oh my God.
Listen, I want to move past it because I feel real stupid right now.
Okay. We're not going to talk about cable anymore.
Listen, I didn't know that. I guess I didn't realize that Logan and Jay wasn't on Backlash. Again, I've been out of the loop. This is the most out of the loop we've been. But we're bringing the thoughts and predictions anyway.
Broadcast is ABC, NBC, CBS, CW, Fox. But we get Fox and CBS and ABC. Never mind. Oh, never mind. Anyway,
but also blah, blah, blah. Some of these are on their streamers. So like ABC.
Right.
A lot of ABC is on like Hulu because they're owned by Disney.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Hey guys, this is a confusing world that we live in. It's crazy. Thank you for the like, Soto. I know it's not because of our.
About to crash out over.
Yeah, that's
our fucking TV networks.
We got to reresearch Mama after this. That's crazy. We can't look this stupid ever again. Anyway, something's gonna happen in this match. Some kind of thing.
But
it's not going to be just like a straight, clean one-on-one match.
Well, then, do you think whoever wins, do we lose?
No. Not me.
That's for the viewer to decide. That's for you to decide.
Because if you hate Pat McAfee and he wins, then, bad night for you. You ready to move on? Let's get it.
Thank you all for clarifying what cable and fucking broadcast is.
Yeah, we obviously needed it because, damn, that was bad. If you ask me about Walt Disney World, maybe I can redeem myself with an answer. Ask me about what else do I know a lot about? Twilight.
You know, fun fact. I went to middle school with Kevin Nash's son.
Do you know how many times that I and we have heard about you going to middle school with Kevin Nash's son? Taekwon, you remember him talking about going to middle school with Kevin Nash's son. You've been here for every
I saw Kevin Nash at my school once.
I know Donald Duck's family tree.
Well, that's because you mentioned Disney World.
Because I mentioned Disney World, and he loves animation.
You've got Donald, Huey, Dewey, Louie, Scrooge. Do we count the Caballeros?
No. Those are friends. Those are family by choice.
Those aren't friends. Those are amigos.
Jesus Christ. Anyway. Wow. All right. Let's talk about the singular women's match. Win for feminism. We have women's intercontinental champion Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch.
Welcome back to the big time.
Love seeing Becky back. That might be a controversial take.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't care. Love to see her back. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Love to see her back and mean. Ugh. I love a heel, Becky.
Love a heel, Becky. So around the time we first started watching was the rise of big time Becks. Mm-hmm. And I remember I was enjoying the hell out of big time Becks. And I remember seeing, again, because it's what wrestling, the IWC does, people were dogging it. And they just didn't like it. And now I'm starting to see people come back and be like, oh, this was a really underrated gimmick she had.
Yeah.
I'm like, because it was good. It was good.
It. Yeah, that's always the way, isn't it?
Um,
But yeah, I'm excited for this match.
I think it's going to be a good match.
I think it's going to be one of those ones where like I need to be in it. I need to be in it and seeing it to get like super excited about it.
Right.
But Lyra Valkyria, I think it's just maybe the nature of her character or something that I'm just like, I forget how much I like to watch her wrestle until she's wrestling again.
Right. Well, they don't ever put her on TV.
Yeah.
Unless she's in a match, they really don't ever put her on, like, they don't have her really speak much.
Yeah. And then when she's in a match, it's like some weird forced tag team bullshit.
And don't get me wrong, she shines.
Right. But it's just like, I'm glad to see her in something meaningful.
Yeah.
Like a big pay-per-view match against the biggest.
Yeah.
Probably. Women's wrestler right now. Sorry. Clear my throat. So yeah, and this one does feel like a little bit like hastily put together. But also because they had so much history as like mentor-mentee,
mm-hmm.
It kind of makes up for not having like a super long storyline.
Well, you've got the added layer of Bayley in there.
Right.
And Bayley very well may get involved in this.
Yeah.
Either to help Lyra win or to accidentally cost Lyra the match.
Or
to just ruin Becky's chances and a DQ, and so like no one really wins and they're both mad at her.
Yeah.
So
lots of possibilities for this one. Do you think anyone else would get involved?
Paul Heyman. What if
Becky Lynch is the first Paul Heyman gal?
I don't know how Raw ended with the main event. Did CM Punk show up?
That was so long ago. Who can know for sure?
You, because you fucking watched it.
I don't remember.
God.
What was the main event?
Wasn't it Jay and Seth for the World Heavyweight Championship? We're doing real bad. Hey guys, I promise you, we're not usually this bad on an episode.
It was just this month. Oh,
it was this week.
This week as well.
Anyway,
I don't remember what happened. I don't remember.
Okay, fine. God fucking damn it.
I don't remember. You should have watched it.
I tried. Sorry, I'm fucking working 2 jobs over here. I'm struggling. I'm hurting.
I'm hurt. I was trying to see if I could find Raw results. Let's look at that. Who'd you ask?
I asked if CM Punk got involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm seeing a picture of him with a chair. Punk showed up. Yeah. See, I just beat him by a second.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, Taekwon, my hand had butter on it.
Paul Heyman like goaded Jay into the match.
Yeah. Yes,
and then
I
was
saw
like,
that.
"This was our plan all along." My hand had butter on it. Sorry, that's really funny. Paul Heyman distracted the referee, allowing Breakker to spear Uso. Rollins then hit a stomp, but CM Punk arrived and took out Breakker and whacked the Visionary with a steel chair to end the match in a disqualification. And then, yeah, after Raw, Logan Paul came out and was like, "I'm here too."
Yeah.
And we were like, okay. Anyway, so that's how Raw ended. And I remembered all of it.
Sure. No, I was just curious. But anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this match. Who do you think is winning?
Ooh, man.
Bread pudding's in the oven. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, man. It might be Becky. It might be Lyra. It might be Becky. We just switched the women's U.S. Championship title. Maybe we keep the Intercontinental one the same for a little bit longer.
I don't know, because I could see them having Lyra be quote unquote out of her depth against the big time.
It's true.
But I could also see Bayley getting involved. But Bayley getting involved, I think, could still go either way. I still think she could end up accidentally costing Lyra the title or helping her retain.
Taekwon's predicting... Oh, excuse me. This is covered in cat hair. Predicting Becky will win and says that they're going to use Becky to elevate the title. Jesus Christ.
I could also see that.
I could see that happening too. But my thing is just like, what happens to Becky from here if she loses? Like, what happens?
I mean, she's Becky Lynch.
She's Becky Lynch, but like, I guess they could do like a whole like, I'm starting over and figuring out my next plan of attack.
Right.
But
they would put her in a feud with Bayley. And those are two huge names. I don't think they necessarily need, but I do think that those two names in particular would be a great way to continue elevating that title.
Yeah.
As much as I enjoy Lyra Valkyria, she hasn't done with that title what Chelsea Green was able to do. And granted, Chelsea Green's like on a whole other status of like personality.
Yeah.
Just from like most wrestlers in general.
Yeah.
So it has nothing against Lyra. And again, it's also how the WWE is using her. You know, it's not her fault.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Chelsea's gimmick, even without the title, is still going remarkably strong. Yeah. So, I mean, we enjoy it. But, so I think it'd be a good way to, and also just giving Lyra bigger names. You know, when she got called up, they had her in a weird, like, she tagged every week with, you know, Caden Carter and Katana Chance. Hope y'all are doing well. So it was just like, this is weird, like you said before, a mishmash of, they didn't know what to do with her. So I think putting her in these bigger, high-profile things is actually what's going to really help her. Okay. Okay.
No, I didn't say it like that. No, okay, I understand where you're coming from. I feel like some in me saying Becky's going to win. So I'm going to go with Becky.
Welcome to the big time. Welcome to big time Beck's here.
Yeah.
Back in business. Beck in business.
Beck to business.
Beck to business.
So does that mean that you're also predicting Becky Lynch?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're all in agreement, unless anyone has anything to say.
Taekwon, he wanted to catch up on his predictions after he got the butter off his hands. Jacob, Becky, Gunt.
Yes. Okay.
Taekwon, how you feel about Goldberg showing up?
Oh. Taekwon, are you a Goldberg stan? You don't strike me as a Goldberg stan. Or... I love it when I give in-depth, passionate responses about a topic to a woman, and the response is just, okay. Sorry. If that was triggering to you, my apologies.
She wasn't saying it.
Whatever.
Like that.
I could have stayed silent, and then you guys would have been
Walked
mad about
away.
that too. Could have gotten up. Hold on. Water break. Delicious. All right. Let's talk about probably the main event of the night. We have the undisputed WWE champion 17 times, John Cena, versus Randy Orton. Would you like to sing? I cut you off.
Your time is up. My time is now. You can't leave me. My time is now.
I promise he's a professional. That was just, hey, listen, it's still a little bit early.
Listen, I haven't warmed up.
Can you sing do you see the graphic? What it says there at the top left? Can you sing that?
One last time.
George Washington's going home. Damn.
Gotta teach him how to say goodbye.
Okay, don't peek the mic or whatever they say. Surprised we haven't gotten a promo cut. Knowing what a WWE baddie Lin-Manuel Miranda is, surprised we haven't gotten a John Cena promo cut with that fucking song. And then in the middle, it's just that part in the song where they're just reading George Washington's speech.
You're not on the same side of WWE TikTok I'm on, because I see the Hamilton edit all the time.
Oh, I see the Hamilton edits, but I haven't seen that one, and I think it's really good.
Cough. Flair has 21.
Counting what? I thought he had 16. I thought that was the whole thing.
I think the WWE acknowledges 16 because some of his titles are like these, like, if I'm not mistaken, they're like independent promotions.
Who cares?
Or non televised like wins. So
okay.
I don't. Yeah, there's some weird thing that they don't observe.
Okay, and neither do I.
Yeah.
So let's clear that up now.
And AEW, I think, acknowledges him as a 21-time champion, but they don't specify what promotion or promotions. Because I think that it included the NWA world titles or world title runs at some point. I don't know. It's a little confusing.
That is confusing. And again, I'm not gonna. I don't care. He has 16. To me,
I don't care.
I don't care. Anyway, it just feels like weird. I feel weird with this match. But I did see an interesting Chris Van Vliet take, because he knows more wrestling history than I do for sure. My wrestling history apparently doesn't even go back to this past Monday.
Jesus Christ.
But I guess there was a prior match, maybe with the same two people, in which Randy Orton slapped the ref in order to force a DQ and lose the match but keep the title. Taekwon, do you know what I'm talking about? And Chris Van Vliet was saying, like, maybe we'll get the inverse of that, and John Cena will force a disqualification, keep his title, lose the match. And I think that's very interesting storytelling. Orton and Cena have 1,000 matches.
I also like what he said before. He said Orton and Cena have a load of mid in their match history.
I feel like you could say that about anybody.
I mean, when you put them in as many matches.
Yeah.
That
was No Way Out 08. Of course you know that. Encyclopedic knowledge, that guy. Was it Orton versus Cena, or was it Orton versus somebody else?
I think that's what he was saying, yeah.
Huh?
I think yes.
Okay. Do you remember?
No.
Just guessing.
Better guess than yours.
Hey, I'm the one that brought it up because I heard Chris Van Vliet talking about it. Anyway,
CVV.
I think that would be very poetic. Yes. Okay. That'd be interesting. So, yeah, but obviously, I love John Cena.
John Cena.
Randy Orton is a beast. John Cena's like crazy jacked still. Randy Orton is fucking crazy.
Randy Orton ate his former self.
Yeah. And finally proved that you'd get twice as big and you wouldn't disappear.
Listen, I've been saying it since high school.
So that being said, I don't know if John Cena could like cleanly beat Randy Orton. Not these two versions. So I don't know. But also, like, I don't think John Cena is going to lose the title. I don't think
John Cena's losing.
So Orton and Cena have been built like ultimate rivals, but they have better chemistry with other opponents. And in their 1,000 matches, there's only 2 good ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I think John Cena's taken this one. I don't know how. I don't know if Cody gets involved.
He's got nothing else to do. Today.
Except not be a champion.
Except for lay around
Except for not being a fucking champion. House husband. His wife's teaching Pilates or whatever she's doing now.
Is that what she does?
She teaches something.
Huh.
So while she's doing that, he's just rotting away.
Doing nothing.
He
Cody's
comes back
returning.
with a fucking beard. A bleach blonde beard.
Ew. I hate that. Fucking Santa Claus. Cody's not returning until near SummerSlam. I feel like he's gonna... I feel like after everything, give that man a vacation. Give him some months off.
What if he sees us at Disney World one day?
What if he sees us?
And then he's like...
He sees us.
He's like, so... Sorry, let me not do my Daffy Duck impression over here.
No. Oh, fuck. My fucking mic holds on.
I don't know how I feel about you saying that.
I think Taekwon might have complimented me. I don't know how to take that. Thank you, I guess. I don't know if I agree with that, though.
I'm not. I'm just going to...
Yeah, why don't you shut up? I've definitely... Never mind. I was going to... Never mind.
You said, why don't you shut up?
Never mind. Anyway. With all that being said...
Travis Scott could show up.
Oh my God, I fucking forgot about the constant threat of Travis Scott showing up and ruining shit. Do you think The Rock will show up?
Probably not.
No.
But maybe. I mean, listen, if not here, maybe Saturday Night Main Event, speaking it into existence.
You selfishly want that.
Yes.
If I walked by Howard the Duck meet and greet. If I walked by Cody at Disney World, I'd say, damn, when did we get a Howard the Duck meet and greet? That is devastating to hear. Oh my God.
You know what I wish we would get for one day and one day only? Birdie the Duck meet and greet.
Yeah.
Fuck it. But I want it with Natasha Lyonne.
I don't know if we're going to swing that one, but someone with that accent, that's a hard one. Because it's not even just the accent, it's also the rasp of her voice. She sounds elderly.
But she's, like, not much older than us.
No, but it's a fantastic voice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say not much older.
Well, she's not much older.
She's not 50 years older.
She might be 50.
What's
Sorry,
her name
we're not
again?
even talking about fucking wrestling anymore.
What's her name?
We're talking about Natasha Lyonne.
Hold on. I love the clicking and clacking of my keyboard. She's 46.
Oh, okay.
So she's...
I want 90s Disney afternoon character meet and greets. I know they do it here and there on occasion.
They do at Disneyland more often.
They have the 90s nights. And
they have like throwback nights. We don't get that over here at Disney World. What do we get? The Epcot Arts and Farts Festival. Listen, love the Arts and Farts Festival. If I could have a throwback Disney... They had a Disney Channel night. See? Talk about Disney. They had a Disney Channel night at Disneyland. They're having... Guys.
Oh my God. We're on a Disney right now.
Sorry, guys. Talking about Disney. I remember the era that Power Rangers at Hollywood Studios. They also used to have Barbie. Like a Barbie meet and greet and parade at Hollywood Studios. Anyway. Maybe that was Epcot. Guys. The Savannah Bananas are going to be at Disney for one day only. And it's in Disneyland. In California, the opposite side.
They play next to us.
The opposite side of the country from me, but also the opposite side of the country to Savannah, Georgia, where they are based. Why would they go anywhere but Disney World when they're in Georgia?
Oh,
I know Taekwondo. I love the Savannah Bananas, and I love Disney World. Obviously. And it feels almost like a personal slight that they're doing this in Disneyland.
Like, what? Why? Not you, them.
Why? It's so far away. Anyway, whatever. Fuck that.
And you know who else played in a Savannah Bananas game?
John
Your 17-time world champion, John Cena.
Did he play in it or did he just pitch?
No, he was at bat. He struck out.
Well, I need to see this. See, okay. And it all came back full circle, and now we'll return to talking about wrestling. But just know that I'm pissed about that. But yeah, I think John Cena is going to retain. I don't know if he's going to win the match.
I think John Cena will retain. I think, man, I don't know. That's hard. I know we've predicted it a lot so far tonight about like the possibility of like disqualifications or interferences. But I mean, I feel like at this point, that's kind of part of the backlash of it all, right? In this time of corruption in the WWE championship scene. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. But you know what? I might regret saying this. I'm gonna go John Cena, but even more so than that, I'm going John Cena picking up the win, not being disqualified out. I think he's gonna win the match.
Okay, I like your confidence.
I'm saying it here. You heard it here first. Won't get to know until
maybe Monday.
Yeah, Sunday night maybe.
Not even Sunday night. Because Monday we have to watch Alien Covenant or whatever the fuck.
And then we probably won't get to watch Last of Us tomorrow night either. If we're gonna watch Backlash, we're all sorts. We're behind on so much.
It's okay. It's
top
only
5
your fault.
Top 5 list of dream Disney meet and greets. Fuck it.
Oh, should we get into that right now?
We have a couple minutes.
Well, I was gonna say we could if we wanted to save that question and do it on ringside. Because I don't know off the top of it. Well, one, Savannah Bananas.
As a meet and greet?
Yeah, I'll meet him.
You just have Dustin Bieber out there?
I wish. I wish.
He's just a guy in a baseball uniform.
Anyone who walked by Dustin Bieber not in uniform would just be like, that's a guy.
Disney, if you're listening, come here. Don't tell anybody you're going to do it. Have the Savannah Bananas work a full shift at Casey's on USA Main Street. Main Street, USA.
Yeah.
In full, like, just don't tell anybody that they're the Savannah Bananas. Because that would be the most Savannah Bananas thing to do.
It would be. Stealth Savannah Banana. So here's the
Stealth
thing.
Bananas. Me
and my friends went to Epcot weeks ago. After we get home, my friend, because she knows I love the Savannah Bananas, she sends me a TikTok video and she's like, oh my God, I can't believe he was here at the same time as us. And I look and I'm like, I don't know who this is. And then I hear his name and I was like, that sounds so familiar. And then I look at his profile. He's just like drinking around the world, like as people do in Epcot. I look at his profile. He's one of the fucking Bananas. So I can attest, out of the uniform, I would never be able to tell unless it was Coach Rack. I would never be able to tell that any of them, except for Coach Rack and Dustin Bieber, are Savannah Bananas. Those are the only two that I'm like confident I could see. How often do y'all go? I'm not judging. I hop around theme parks quite a bit. We go probably. Oh, it's different because like during the school year, it's harder for John to get time off.
Right.
But then in the summers, we're usually like, maybe once a month.
Yeah.
We went last week.
Yeah.
For May the 4th.
We try. I would say we at least try to go once a month, but sometimes it's not uncommon for us to go like once every other month.
Yeah.
But
it really depends on
how busy school is.
How busy we are.
Yeah. For me, that would be the most time-consuming thing is school.
Yeah. We're also like, this is so fucking locals only. They just added some anti-congestion lanes to I-4. So what has been taking 2.5 hours to get to Disney World, the last time we went took about an hour and a half each way. Love that. So that's another thing to consider, though. We can't go very often because it's so far away.
I'm hyped
for Epic Universe. I just want to go to Nintendo. which is crazy because out of all of them, Nintendo's the one that like I'm least jazzed about. I think because
I think Nintendo World looks cool.
it looks cool, but the thing is that I've seen it already because it's in Japan, and then I saw it when I went to California. So I'm like, it's not as like new and fun as the other ones. Anyway, we could talk about theme parks forever on our different platform because this isn't what this is supposed to be about.
Anyway.
But nice to know you're a Disney adult, Taekwon. Wouldn't have clocked it.
Right.
Wouldn't have clocked it. Now.
How do you feel about the peanut butter and jelly chicken wings?
Now, what do you know about the peanut butter and jelly chicken wings from that lab in Epcot during the...
They're pretty weird, but they're pretty good.
Or the pickle shake or whatever is also...
I don't like pickles, so...
Hate pickles. Something else to consider with Backlash is that there are only 5 matches, which leaves a lot of room for surprises and shenanigans and tomfoolery. So, I'm still thinking that there's stuff in the works that we are not privy to.
Right.
Maybe a Goldberg return. Maybe.
I think Goldberg might be there. I mean, hey, listen, it's not impossible for The Rock to be there.
Who's from St. Louis?
Randy Orton. Nelly.
I love pickles. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. You said Nelly?
Yeah.
He might be there.
He'll be in the audience, probably.
He might be there, yeah. And the star of like some fucking bullshit Netflix show will be there too.
Right.
But yeah, so I think we're in for a good night.
Yeah, I think this is one of those shows that, like, just looking at it, looking at the amount of matches, you're like, this seems like such a weird show.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's going to be really, really entertaining.
I hope so. I hope we get like nice long matches.
Yeah.
Because we've got the time. There's only 5 of them.
But I mean, the Judgment Day getting into Penta's match, I mean, and there's also that cross contamination of like El Grande Americano getting involved in Rey Fénix's matches, getting involved with Penta's matches.
Yeah.
So like I feel like there's a lot of fun to be had with this one, this match that somehow ties in 3 different storylines, which I think there's a lot of fun to be had there. Again, Becky and Lyra, I think could have shit happen during their match, but could also very much just be like a solid match to just showcase these 2 women. They're the only women's match on the card. So yeah, I do think that tonight will be surprisingly entertaining, but I could see why some people might feel like on paper, it doesn't, it may not be the most. Yeah.
Anyway, very exciting night. I hope you guys all have a great fun time watching it.
We won't.
We won't be. We'll be
when we watch it, we'll have fun. But
we'll be having a great fun time watching John's show tonight, and or being in it if you are. Wow. Yeah, we're tired. We have to clean. Ugh.
Yeah, God forbid anyone of us has family coming over to support them.
No, that part's great. It's the part that you're fucking messy, so we have to clean. Anyway, I love you guys.
Jesus Christ. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. We do one of these for every pay-per-view for every premium live event. So be sure you're following us wherever we stream. That way you can be notified of anytime we go live. Also, make sure you're following us on all socials. That way you can see what we're up to. We do have a podcast that we do called Ringside with John and Kendra. We've been on a unintended hiatus. We did 1 episode in the time that I've been in my show, and that was because we really thought, hey, we should be able to make it work. Not so much. But we do have new episodes on the horizon, so make sure you're following us wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you stream podcasts. That way you can check out our new episodes as they drop, listen to all our old ones, and all our episodes are also on YouTube, as will this episode of pre-preview. So be on the lookout for that if you missed a little bit of it and you want to catch up on what we said and see how right or how wrong our predictions were.
Yeah, I mean, he said it all. Thank you for all the likes on TikTok. Thank you for all the comments from Taekwon on Twitch. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys on the next one.
We'll be a little more well informed next time.
Yeah, and a little less tired. Bye.
Peace.